San Salvador el 6 de julio, 8 en la noche. This is el Cathedral of San Salvador. And this is the National Theater. I think we're too close. We'll have to get back, but this is a very pretty National Theater here in the center of town. A lot of little places where they're selling food, drink, little stores, but it's really a lively atmosphere down here. They've renovated it. A ver si puedes pararte así 10 minutos sin moverte.
Ni 30 segundos, creo.
Pasa incansable la noche moliendo café.
Look at the beautiful facade on this building. It's the side of the theater. It's part of the National Theater, but it's very beautiful. Architecturally very well done. Eso es parte del teatro siempre, ¿verdad? Sí. Eso es parte del teatro.
Sí.
¿Cómo se llama el señor Gerardo?
Gerardo Barrios.
Gerardo
Barrios.
Tacayo.
Barrios.
Tacayo tuyo.
Sí.
Gerardo Barrios. Introduced coffee to Salvador.
Mire.
So he introduced the coffee, growing of coffee. He was not the first one to drink coffee.
Sí, y lo fusilamos.
Ah, ¿de veras?
Sí. Le dieron golpe de estado, después lo fusilaron y después dijeron, no, qué error. Hagámosle.
Pero too late for him. They shot him and then they said it was too late. Then they said it was in an error. That's not nice. Isabel, Queen Isabel the Catholic from Spain. And here is Christopher Columbus.
La historia del palacio. Vamos a iniciar conociendo cuándo se empieza a construir. Empieza su construcción en 1905 y es terminada en 1911. Este es el segundo Palacio Nacional que hay en el país. El primero estuvo ubicado aquí exactamente y fue construido en 1865 a 1870. Sin embargo, unos años después de que fue construido en 1889, hay un incendio en Salvador que lo consume casi en su totalidad y lo deja daños irreversibles, por lo que el presidente decide demolerlo y empezar a construir uno desde cero, que es el sobre el que estamos.
¿Dijo 1905 o 1805?
1905.
Okay, 1905 and finished in 1911. Yeah, that's real fine mahogany wood. Wow.
Aquí, la actividad que se da es que se recibía a personas diplomáticas, se entregaban credenciales, cancilleres,
It's a reception room for diplomatic people. This was an old government building, so
ornamentación
wow,
más vistosa que el resto. Si ustedes
very beautiful. Look at those ceilings.
personajes relevantes de la época. Tenemos al Francisco Menéndez, que les comentaba por ahí, pero la profesión es que se inicia la construcción de este palacio.
This room was restored after the earthquake of 1985. The floor is the original floor. Okay, the pillars here were all restored, and the S is Salvador because before the country was known just Salvador, not El Salvador. And the doors are not original, but they are a fine wood. And like I said, this was restored pretty much after the earthquake in 1985. So I think they worked on it through the 90s for a good part, because when I first came to Salvador, don't remember any of this. Wow. This kind of looks like what you picture in a tropical palace. It's just kind of typical what you would imagine in the tropics. Fragments of a Memory, San Salvador Yesterday. That's the Hotel Hispanic American. Old pictures. Wow. ¿Tú habías visto eso?
Nunca he estado.
Correos Nacionales, that's the National Mail building. Next to the building of the old National University, 2nd Avenue North. Wow. Yeah, all these old mail buildings and mail systems have disappeared because everything is now email. They don't exist anymore. Correos. It's too bad the guide, the little girl who's the guide, you can't hear her too much. She's got some interesting things to say and comments, but you can't really hear too much. And but He's got a lot of information about this place. These gardens are amazing. Can you just imagine the intrigues that went on here, the negotiations that went on here, the politics that went on here at this palace? At some point it was combined, the president and the legislative body was combined here. So this was pretty much the center of power in El Salvador for many, many years. Okay, here was the National Assembly room. You can see all the desks where the representatives or the congressmen sat or whatever, but it was the legislative area right in here. Until 1974, this is where the legislators hung out. Se fue relativamente hace poco, 1974. Aquí estaban
¿Aquí
los...
había alguna oficina?
Sí, no, aquí fue la asamblea hasta 1974. It's incredible. Imagina la...
De hecho, se restauró toda la parte del techo. Todo
It says the restoration of this began in 1994 or 1995 after the Civil War in El Salvador. This was pretty much closed during those war years of the late 70s, 80s.